Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again it is showtime. Hi guys. I am returned, and we're playing a new game today. The only creepy thing about the game so far, which is Runescape Dragonwilds, is I haven't typed a name in for this character. How do they know who I am? Body type. I don't assume you've got, women and dude. I'm dude. Skin tone? Oh, even I don't think I'm that pasty white. We'll go with that. Looks just like me. Eyes and brows. Green? I don't think so. Oh, I guess color will be coming up. Eye color up. Blue, like mine. Hairstyle. It has exactly the right hairstyle. Well, actually, maybe not. It has stubble. I prefer no stubble. Do we have no stubble as an option? Do we have actually bald as an option? Seriously, why would you hate yourself so much to have your hair cut like that? No. Facial hair. 3 is probably going to be our winner. 3 is our winner. Hair color. White. Why not the eye? Oh, there we go. Eyebrows color. I was about to say, why not the eyebrows too? But there we go. Good evening to whomever has joined me. A toast to your health. I will confirm. I am Lens, and that is me. It's possible that character is slightly in better shape than me, but not much. Play, settings. How about settings? I am playing the solo version right now, because if I didn't want to play solo version, I don't have know anyone else has got the game, so I would still be playing solo, and the difference is I would have to be authenticating against Epic servers or something. Making a boat out of sand. Mind you, I bought it on Steam and didn't realize that if you want to play like group play, you gotta go through Epic. Video. Okay. Yeah, those numbers all look good. Sure, that seems fine. That's good. For a change, it doesn't actually sound overwhelmingly loud. Good evening, Senegal. And my first complaint will be, the slider buttons are just so small. Do they at least allow for... Okay, they at least allow for contextual clicking. English, United Kingdom? I'm sorry. I only speak English American. Font size. I'm going to go with large. Just make things a little bit easier on the old man. Social, anti-social. Updates coming soon. Legal. Sounds all jolly good to me. It is early access. Oh, fine, we'll play. Create my first world. I'm going to play solo. No friendly fire, so I can't shoot myself. Rhymes with Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. I hope everything is good out in your neck of the woods, Senegal. And hopefully you're over the hump day. Liquid, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Feeling well. Knock on wood.
Adventure called.
Oh, adventure called.
Answered. And the expedition set
Figuring out
sail.
dinner. I had a sandwich.
Among them,
Bought a sandwich at the deli,
band of
and that was dinner.
explorers, some of Gilliner's finest.
And this is dessert.
They were bound for uncharted waters, in pursuit of a legend. Ashenfall.
A lazy man's
Only they known the danger.
deli sandwich is what I had.
Dragons, winged death.
Went to the store,
descended
grocery
from
store
the
set.
skies. Blades were drawn and
Spells were cast.
But the
Ooh, I
dragons
lad.
rained ruin.
Ooh, ruin.
And so they vanished into the wild. They adapted.
I certainly
endured,
have to say that
magic, sharp as steel,
the
wits, keen as arrows.
the
all
genre
searching
of
for a
survival
way to
crafting
call
is really
for aid.
working for me.
And at last, they found it. The heroes are
Early
on their
access,
way.
I dropped the 30
And the
bucks.
dragons, they'll never see it coming.
Oh, they'll never see it coming. A little bit much there on the accenty bit. Well, here we are. Reasonably nice looking. I expected slightly cartoony. Actually, what it looks like, very much visually, is Landmark. If you ever played EverQuest Landmark. It started as EverQuest Next and turned into EverQuest Landmark. Oh, we have a wise old man. Well, as an actual wise old man, I must object to the typical nature of the extraordinarily long beard, the flowing robes, and evidently a freaking dunce cap of some sort. Although I actually found out that's called a whoopee hat. There was a thing about it in Reddit. The one that Jughead wears in the Archie comics. I'm old. And that's what that is. It's a whoopee hat. Aren't you glad to know?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Ashenfall. Sorry about the mess. Had a bit of a dragon problem. That's why we called you. You've come at a great time. Heroic opportunities await. This long-forgotten place is just screaming to be explored. But before all that, how about we take you through some survival basics? Yes, please. You'll want to get to grips with gathering and crafting first. Doric can help you with that. That is an unfortunate name that I would assume led to a great deal of abuse in grammar and middle school. So Dork can help me with this. Find him outside the temple. Check your map if you get lost, but it should be easy to spot. He's the only dwarf on the continent that we know of anyway. Can't miss him. Probably better to wear the whoopee hat than the whoopee cushion, and better the whoopee cushion than what the whoopee cushion impersonates. I can actually turn these sounds. This is a first. Turn the sound settings up. I normally turn them down further than I had them, and in this case, I actually have to turn them up. Pardon the phrase, unheard of. Most of the time, a new game comes out and it blasts. Journal, find Doric, right? Nothing, yeah, it'll be... Oh, imbued granite block coming soon. I guess the art on that is coming soon. Alright, we need to find Doric. That's the lodestone. It's inactive, so I guess I can't get loaded there. Sorry. Alright, where's Doric? Birds! Power level 1. Oh, Dargon. Is that the dwarf? Yes, it is.
Aye.
By Sarah Doman's big bushy beard, I'm going to let that one sit uncommented upon. Just our luck, a great ruddy dragon. Oh, sorry, I should probably... Given that he's a dwarf, thanks to John Rhys Davies, all dwarves now have bad Scottish accents. I can manage a bad Scottish accent. By Sarah Doman's big bushy beard. Just our luck, a great ruddy dragon. Think it were him that got the others. May they rest in peace. But look at you, all skin and bones. Must be proper parched after a journey like that. Oh, aye. Dehydration and starvation are deadlier than dragons, so you're going to need to keep an eye on your basic needs like hunger and thirst. We marked 2 points on the map, northwest and south of us. Grab some water from there, bring it back here, and I'll teach you what you need to survive. If you see a red berry bush along the way, grab yourself a handful. Not much of a meal, but a little food is better than no food at all. I will note, I like what they do with food in Nightingale. Food and drink aren't necessary there, but they provide buffs, and I think that's the ideal way for a survival game to go about it. Because, you know, making sure you've got enough... That's to the south. Making sure you've got enough food and water is less interesting gameplay in a lot of ways. Well, I'll grab a couple of sticks because, well, they're in the way. Building unlocked. View and build menu. Alright, basic survival. A campfire, crafting table. Crafting table and campfire. Okay. That's, I guess, for everything. I used the build menu. Thank you. I need some water. I'm supposed to collect water in what? My big fat mouth? Evidently, yes. What it's kind of showing, actually. I guess it's not actually going in water. I'm just going like this. And it's tinkling at me. Alrighty. I think it depends on the survival setting. You think the basic survival mechanics should fade into the background. That's a good way of putting it. Water might be a focus at the beginning, but it shouldn't be. Yes, an ongoing concern. Exactly. Same thing with food. Ah, good. You've got some water. Bit dirty, I know, but better than nothing. Be careful though. Water's tainted and it'll make life difficult if you drink too much. I can't do it anymore. Xanax says boiling sorts it out. Might want to give that a look later when you've got a chance. Anyway, time we've got you set up to survive in this harsh land, and look at you. Not a knife to your name. No, we can't be doing that. Come on, let's get you prepared. You need to go and craft a stone club. Won't kill a dragon. Depends on how fast it's going when it hits him. But it's better than nothing, and it'll keep you alive long enough to make something better. You'll need to gather stone and ash logs, which you can find laying around. Then you'll want to build a crafting table. I'm Dorak, by the way, resident blacksmith and craftsperson in this expedition. Nice to meet you. Now stop standing around and go make that club. So I guess I have to make them over here in the sort of housing area. That was the implication I got. Oh, berries. And what is the glowy thing over here? Looks like a waypoint or something. Rune essence. Runes are crafted using rune essence, which can be mined at rune geysers all over the land. Oh, this is a graveyard, not a housing area. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, let's see. You can build. We need ash logs. I have a couple of those, and we need ash logs. So we need a total of 8 ash logs and 4 stones. I can just yoink them straight out of the ground, can I? They started it. I didn't want to do it. They made me. No, these aren't stones. Note the big pile of stones here in the ground. Evidently not actually stones. Oh. There are at least some stones here in the enormous pile of stones. But boy, you kind of have to be careful mousing over them. Okay, there we go. Well, we've got enough stones now. Who said I didn't have any stones? Well, let's see. How about just here next to his camp? We'll build our stuff. Campfire? And XP for that. Nice. Nice. And a crafting table. More crafting XP. And make myself like a club. Wasn't that it? Torch. Stone logging axe. Pickaxe. Melee weapon stone club. I need a bunch more stone and wood. Seems like an awful lot of wood and stone to make a club. It should be like 1 and 1. And a shield will be nice as well. So we're going to need a bunch of wood, a couple of stone. And we're going to want... So we're going to need a bunch... Wait. Oh, animal fur. That's for the torch. Oh, we're going to need wood and stone. Goodly amounts of both. We have floaty rocks. That is a critter, a kebbit. I mean, I've played a little bit of RuneScape, not much. So a lot of the stuff, the referential material, is going to be lost on me. I will say that the players of the game who popped in while I was streaming it were extraordinarily friendly. Welcome. So good on you. Whoops! I dinged! Next level. Defeat enemies with weapons to level this skill. That's for the weapon skill. Chop down trees, tear up saplings, collect logs. The pickup menu is a bit twitchy in how precise it wants you to be in your clickies. All of a sudden, we can't find rocks anymore. Stone boulder. Well, presumably once we get a pickaxe type dealio, we can choppity-choppity. Oh, we got some rocks. I can't jump over that. Wow. I've leveled up again. Oh, no, I've leveled up something different. That is the mining. I guess I am a miner for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Old man musical reference. You kids today. That's all I have to say. You kids today. Not a negative, just... let's see. We want to create a club. Quantity, 1 will do, I expect. Stone club, X1. I'm going to get ahead of the game, and I'm going to make a wooden shield. I have leveled up my artisan skills. Well, this game is easy. Okay, so minus 1% durability loss on equipment. The mining is plus 1% mining critical hit chance. And the wood choppery, less stamina cost. Oh, I guess we get abilities unlocked as we kite down through those. Lift with your hips. As a guy with lifelong back problems, ha ha, that's not funny. I now have a shield and a club. I have to come back to him to talk to him. Aye, that's a fine club you got there, but even the best weapons break over time. When that happens, use a crafting bench to repair your gear. Now you got something to fight with. Go chat with Vanica over in the northeast and she can teach you how to keep fighting fit. Before you go, There's something to help you on the way. He gave me some vegetable soup. Not really a fan of vegetables, but northeast. More sticks and stones may break your bones. Throat feels dry. You could do with a drink of water. Do I have any? I don't think. Yeah, I do. 3. There we go. I drank some water. Vanica? Well met, young pup. Looking to get yourself ready to face off against a dragon? You'll need more than that potato masher to kill one. But you gotta start somewhere. Look, you may have a weapon, but every great warrior knows that wars are won by the stomach, not the blade. I don't have a blade, I have a club, stupid. God, he's a great warrior. Yawn. Behind me up that hill is a windmill infested with rats. I want you to kill some of them and cook up their meat. Don't put that on, pull that face. You can't be a picky eater in a place like this. Food will make you healthier and heartier and much more likely to survive. Cook 2 rat roasts and bring them back to me. No one said survival would be pretty. Well, given your face, obviously not. Oh, burn. I have to kill a couple of rats, guys. Okay, not incredibly fast. Not incredibly snappy on those. That is a glowy ghost-like figure. A restless spirit. Stomach growls. You could do with a snack. Okay, well, I'll eat a few berries then. There we go. I have snacked. Wow. The meat pops right off of them. That was 2, so... Oh, no, I guess it's probably 1 food and... and 1 fur. Hey, I had my parry was up for that. Come get you. Whoop, we've got another one. I took a little damage, but I shrugged it off. I walked it off. You got a fire I can cook at? No. Well, we'll go back to my camp then, and we'll cook it there. Delicious rat meat. What do we got? Campfire, inputs, dirty water, rat roast. Ooh, where's the rat meat? Hide scraps, horse animal fur. Stomach growls I could do with a snack. Well, shut up. That'll make 2. We can eat some more berries and drink a little more water. And we'll return to him with The delicious rat. Hi, Vanaka. Seems like you haven't managed to cook the rat roasts. I sure as hell did. What? What the hell is he talking about? I guess I didn't pick them up from the fire. Where the hell did it go? It just vanishes? Is that what happens? If I don't pick it up? Oh, it was sitting next to it. I just hadn't gotten close enough to where it was sitting after I had cooked it. That's not a great mechanic. Your hunt was successful, so you gathered the food I asked. May not be gourmet cooking, but a meal like this could be the difference between life and death. You'll not be taking on any dragons if you're starving to death. You'll find rats are annoyingly resilient to clubs. Some enemies can resist certain types of damage and be vulnerable to others. Rats, for example, don't take kindly to being stabbed, while few of us do. Here, take this little butter knife to make it easier to fight them in the future. You can have this as well. It'll help with what's next. Teach you a bit about magic. Xanix's the one to talk to for that. You can find her down by the road just before the river. Let's go ahead and eat that one thing they gave us of vegetable soup. Oh, didn't mean to do that. God damn it, I did it again. Alright, where is she? She's over there. I'm gonna go grab some more water, because I'm out. I will say that the water seems to, the thirst is unnecessarily fast. I'm guessing. That's because it's dirty and it doesn't last as long, but that's guesswork on my part. I honestly But he also gave me an axe, stone logging axe. Does 15 damage. My club does 14 to 18. Ow. Something outside is just making a horrible racket. What the hell? Why on earth did the kebbit attack me? Are rabbits? Are they rabid kebbits? I have no idea. I got a level of some kind. I could make a bunch more stuff. I could make my first house. This is not where she is. She's over here. Yeah, I know. I feel. I gotta say, so far, wow. It's about, what, every 2 minutes I have to drink water? That's not a fun mechanic. Hi, Zanuck. Dragons. It had to be dragons. Oh, hi. Sorry. Nice to meet you. I'm Zanuck. I'm the local survival and goblin expert around here. The interesting thing about Ashen Falls is that it's laced with magic. Anima everywhere pouring out of the ground, which we can use to our advantage. Here, I'll show you. To give you a comparison, let's first do without magic. I need you to cut down a couple of trees and bring me ash logs. Simple, right? About 50 ash logs should do it. Make sure you've got a well-maintained axe. Shouldn't take too long. Come back to me when you have 50. Right. Axe, then. I have leveled up my treeing. We now perform an overhand chop. I've leveled up again. I am the Tree Bane. Lens Tree Slayer. I'm up to level 4 already. Oh, that's the attack menu. The tree menu, I'm up to level 6. My throat feels dry. Of course it does. Now, when I spoke about how I find the food and water requirements to often be really annoying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Every couple minutes, you've got to drink. It strikes me as being silly. Counterproductive. And unfun, inherently unfun mechanic. Stop rolling. The low level leveling up of skills is feels good and snappy, which you kind of want it to do from the beginning. Was it 30 she wanted or 50? Well, I'm going to have 50. $46. We'll finish off these. 51. We'll be at about 55 when we finish up. Another level up. We're up to level 10 in chopping wood. Alright, what do you got? I've got a whole bunch of logs for you.
Hi.
Between you and me, that was a bit repetitive, right? I'd be exhausted having to do that all the time. Fortunately, we've got magic. As you improve in a skill, you'll discover spells you can use, such as my favorite, Astral Projection. See what she did there? Fortunately, Astral Projection will let you slice down trees with a wave of your fingers, much less time-consuming than the lumberjack game. But magic comes at a cost, runes. You'll need air and astral runes to cast Astral Projection, so here's how to get them. See those geysers around with the floating rocks? Take this pickaxe and mine some essence from them. Then build a rune altar and craft the runes from rune essence. Let's go ahead. That to there. We'll remove the torch for now, as it's just kind of getting in our way. Pardon me, I need to whack some rocks. That was a whiff. Okay, I have to hit the... No, that isn't it. That seems to be it. Ugh. I've got rune essence all over me. Oh, ew. So let's see, that's at 4. We got our wood chopping all the way up to 10. At 11, we'll get astral projection. Over here, our stone whacking up to level 4. And this is what the essence, the rune grafting, up to level 3. Not made those runes yet? You'll need mine essence from the floating geysers. Got another one over there. Assume you need both. I've been working on essence. Early on, you want to be able to feel like you're making good, quick progress. So, building, not a bedroll. Rune altar. Can't. I do not have enough of one of the types of runes. I think there was one runestone over here that I could wail away on. Nope. Don't suppose I can whack these ones. Doesn't look like it. More that. Alright. So what I can do is I can sprint back. Sprint may be a slight exaggeration back to where I was building other stuff, and we'll get enough rune bits and make a rune thing over by the rest of my personal stuff. Exhausted. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I could do with a snack. How about some rat steaks? I only had a couple of those. Delicious. Oh, you little shit. What the hell you thinking there, foo? Apparently if you get too close to a kebbit, or maybe if you run into them, the aggro. New perk unlock. Wind step. Summon the power of air magic to jump higher and descend slower. Seems pretty cool. Maybe it's just some stone I need to make that thingy. Unlocked my spell book. I can cast spells. Cute. Yeah, I just need more stuff. I got plenty of essence. Duh. Now I feel like a dopey head. Still, should be able to hammer time these rocks over here, so. Yeah, good. Lots of dings going on. Let's see. I need to make something. What did we need to make? Astral rune, so we could make the astral thing. So we've got 50 of the We have an air rune. Can be equipped as ammo when using a magic weapon. And this is used for casting advanced magic. So go ahead and craft that. Well, I'm not going to let this thing take the first whack at me. Sometime the Kebbits just got to go, man. You know? If they don't start, nothing won't be nothing, but they've been starting stuff, so I have to give them a little bit of hammer time. Club time. It's not really a hammer. Alright, I've got the rune. You can teach me astral projection. Not made those runes yet? Need to mine essence. I needed both. Sigh. It's just in my borderline OCD need for order. I'll run all the way back rather than like build a second one over there and then maybe take it apart. It's just cognitive dissonance is my foe. Yeah, we made the other one. Now we'll make this one. And we'll sprint back to her. Oh. The water management is really annoying right now. More Kebbits. They're pushing their luck. Where are we at? 5. We can do parries now. What's in the spell book? What's in the spell book? I'm going to be getting astral projection. Rock explosion. Doom, 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 doom. More water. And we'll eat another rat steak. Runes are the lifeblood of magic. You'll need them to cast spells and use magic staves. A well-placed spell can make all the difference. You'll unlock new spells as you improve your skills. Here, this book could help you towards that. Have a play around with them. You'll find they can be incredibly useful. Right, now that you've learned the basics, it's time to get started. The wise old man is waiting for you just outside Bramblemead Village. Follow your compass to find him. Better not keep him waiting long. He gets real cranky. Well, we old folks do that. We get cranky. Especially when you keep calling us old folks. Well, I'm going to run back and see what I can do. Suddenly you're wondering if they've improved Icarus. I actually watched a bit of that. And it seemed like the players were having fun and frustration in equal amounts. See if you reinstall. Yeah, I have no idea as to, how up to date you were. There was also a group of people playing, and that always sort of changes the feel of a game. Let's see, can I can't move these or deconstruct them or anything. Carry them with me. I'll have to recreate them. Is that what I'm saying? Fine, whatever. Leave these behind then. Can't say I know anyone playing at the moment. Maybe time to poke some friends. Well, it's always time to poke some friends. Oh, you meant to play with. As in a game. Sure, that too, I suppose. It seemed to be a deep game, and when I looked it up, there was a reason I decided not to pick it up, at least not yet. I don't recall what it was. Some part of the description sounded like not fun. I don't remember what it was. That's a big honking rat. Is it coming after me? You coming after me? You want some of this? Yeah, I didn't think so. Bramblehead Valley. Bramblemead Valley, sorry. Power level 2. Orcs. Gobbies. I got a goblin pack. Level 2 in something. That's the cooking. That's the mining. That's the magicalness. Remember some frustrating design decisions. I'm guessing that they've rolled back some of them over time. An expedition had a hard time limit last time your character if you didn't have the expedition in time. Oh, well, yeah, that would be the kind of thing that would be a non-starter for me. Oh, I got another gobby. Pardon me, sir. Have you heard the good word about our Lord and Savior club? Okay, maybe Lord and Saviors. Not quite accurate. I will take everything out of that. Because they're goblins and they probably killed the people. And this is their stuff. That's what I'm figuring. Pardon me. I'm looking forward to a corned goblin and cabbage sandwich. Alright, he's supposed to be in here, old man. Old man. Lore. That weren't meant to happen. We're meant to be lots of us and lots of the humans, and then we were meant to skewer the beastmen in the end of the spears. Big High War God was going to be real pleased with us all, and we were going to have a feast. Instead, we're the feast. It's not fair. It's not how it meant to work. There I was, chasing down a beastman runt, when a great walloping dragon comes out of nowhere and lands on the goblin boss man. Squashes him into jelly. Not the good kind with bits of fruit, the bad kind with bits of chieftain. Then dragon goes for the rest of us, breathes a great big jet of fire that turns all of my friends into charcoal. When did dragons work with beastmen? Why did dragons work with beastmen? What did dragons? Huh? Thinking make my head hurt. Sod this, I'm gonna hide in a cave until it all goes away. Goblins good at hiding in caves. Probably nothing bad in caves. I'm sure there's nothing bad in the caves at all, my friend. Well, where's Old Man Dude? Old Man Dude's supposed to be here. I don't see Old Man Dude. Oh, he must be up above. Yeah, he is. Is this your chest full of stuff? Because it's my chest full of stuff now. Okay. Those are very delicious. All right, old wise old man. Good, you've got the basics under your belt. But now the guide ropes are off. Taking down a dragon won't be easy, but you've got the skills you need to do it. Well, we need to start thinking long term. Bramblemead Village is an excellent place for an outpost, even if it's a little overrun with goblins right now. We should build our new base of operations here. By we, I mean you. Bad back. Okay, now Now he really does sound like an old man, because I have a bad back. Haven't heard it for a while, but it would keep me from, and does keep me from helping friends move. Doesn't need to be fancy though. Some style's always nice, but it needs to be functional. Make a shelter, some foundations, walls, and a roof, and then build and claim a bed in it. You can go bigger, of course. Let your inner architect go wild, but a bed's the bare minimum. You need to get started. Go on, hop to it. Get. Tome of Rune Crafting Volume 1. I don't need to hear about the dragons. I know about dragons. They're big and very dragonish. What's in the backpack? Rune Essence and Air Rune, and the other goblin backpack had. Bad back and knees definitely prevent you from lifting anything serious or even light on some days. Yeah. My knees haven't bothered me for years, but I did have some problems with those. I have a condition. It's an unusual one. Just like your skull has sutures that grow together, where the bones are sort of all wiggly back and forth and they grow together and become solid. When you're a kid, they're kind of apart. Your knees are the same way in 3 pieces, and mine never grew together. So what could happen is I could get a hit in the knee from a particular angle, and it would pop a nerve into the middle of the 3 bones. That was bad. The back, I inherited from my father. My dad had multiple back operations, and at the end of his life was slept sitting up or on a rock-hard bed. My cup runneth under. Okay, well, it doesn't let me go AFK, so I'm going to go AFK. I'll be right back. I need to refill the beverage. I'm back. Miss me? But if somebody's never had back problems, they can't understand how utterly debilitating back problem can be. All right, well, I'm going to need wood and stone, presumably. Wait, I have a magical spell, don't I? Oh, I could do with a snack. I'm sure I could. Select a spell to cast it. Wind step. No, that's not it. That's not the only spell I've got. What about the other one? Fine. We'll chop down the tree then. Your mom was a wuss due to back issues. Yeah, once you get it, I mean, you know, my dad, when it was bad, when I was a kid, before it, you know, got less acute and more just chronic. What is that? You know, there were days where he would be in bed for times where he'd be in bed for a couple of days straight, and I didn't understand. And I can actually give you an almost exact date when I first fucked up my back. It was early in July or late in June of 1984. My friends and I had gotten together on a weekend to play some softball and later on to have a pool party at a friend's place. And everything's going great. You know, we've been playing for a couple of hours. Everyone's hot and sweaty. And let's see. We're calling it. Everyone's picking up the stuff, and I bend over to pick up the ball. Literally the very last thing in this long afternoon of physical activity. Picking up the softball. And I feel my back go, bing. It's painful, unpleasant, but I don't think it's a big deal. We go to my friend's place where his family has a pool. We're having a barbecue. I'm spending the whole time in the pool because while I'm completely in the pool, you know, up to here, floating, the back doesn't hurt at all. When I get out, it's really painful. And I spend the next month in bed. And I would have gone stark raving mad, except the Los Angeles Olympics were on. If not for the LA Olympics, you little bastard. Not for the LA Olympics, I'd have gone stark raving mad. I'd have been nuts. A month in bed, and the only thing on is soap operas most of the time. Well, and I can't, I've complained about having to constantly drink. Getting the message that you need to drink in the middle of combat is really kind of a pisser. I have 100 ash logs. And I'm now going to adjourn and start collecting more stones. Where can a man get some rocks? Don't even think about it, you little jerks. I have another book. Another piece of lore. I don't remember the date. February, maybe? 4265? I know there's no real reason to write this. No one's going to read it. I'm reading it. It'll rot to nothing in no time. Or in time. Even with the druids and their silly little rites. I think I'm just writing in this journal because I want to take these memories out of my head and put them somewhere else. If I do that, maybe, just maybe, I can get one night's sleep without hearing the screams. The village is gone. Velgar, a great dragon, green as the grass, killed everyone who lived there. Nothing left but cinders and screaming specters. There was a peace a while with the Garou and their dragon army. We called a truce, and the Garou accepted as long as we each kept to ourselves. For decades, it held, and we almost forgot about battle, until we felt the ripple on the wind as the goddess died. That's when we knew a new war was coming. No, not a war. This was a massacre. We never stood a chance. Coldr's forces unleashed hate, wreathed flames, and the entire settlement vanished overnight. Goblin, human, gone in an instant. Perhaps we deserved it. Mind you of when you detached your calf muscle from the back of your knee. That does not sound entertaining. And helping your brother build a restraining wall, and it happened on the last 45-pound brick. Yeah, that the insult to injury part makes it that much worse. It really, really does. Don't. He's going to. The Kebbit's going to do it, isn't he? didn't want to. It was going to attack me. I figured I should get a little preemptive on it. This is rock that I can't whack. Okay. Oh, well, kind of a tombstone action thing going on there. Where can I find some rocks so I can build a foundation? Yeah, plucking the muscle off of your bones and ligaments and bits and pieces, I would give that a hard pass. Oh, we've got a goblin. Come on, you want some? My throat feels dry. Yes, you keep telling me this. I've got to say, that is really getting annoying. The ER doctor wasn't helpful when asked about your injury. Said this is a common injury for men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who don't realize they're not still in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, respectively. I would have said that I've seen corpses of doctors with better bedside manner. How would you like to be one? Okay, well, what the hell do I need to build for square tile? I said foundations. Foundations, to my mind, crafting, furniture, decoration, flooring, walls, roofing, beams and pillars. Oh, it's a wood foundation. Okay, well. How about over here? In the shade of this tree. We're going to foundation costs 4 each. I do like the basic 3x3, you know. Decoration, walls. Basic walls. I'm a builder. What else have we got? Wall with a door frame. Where's the door? Where's the door, man? There. All right. We have the basics of a home. A roof would probably be a good idea. Flooring, roofing. Let's see. Small 45, medium 45, yeah. I'm just really good at this, obviously. I'm now level 7. I require more materials. Time for me. Chop down a tree. And also take a nice big swig. That's oak. I cannot chop down an oak. My axe isn't big enough. Let's just leave my tools out of this, shall we? We don't need to discuss that. Bird nest, new perk. It's now possible to build bird nests while felling trees. To build bird nests? That seems a little counterintuitive. Raid them for eggs, perchance. Sure. Oh, how about some more water? Which I'm getting low on. And more food. That's really annoying. Deeply annoying how often you have to drink. I just don't think it's adding anything significantly fun to the game. And maybe it wasn't Nightingale where... No, it was one of the other games where food and drink weren't necessary, but they provided significant buffs. Because Nightingale you can starve to death. I can say that because I have. Where can I get some water because I don't have any and I'm out? Remember Valheim offered buffs for food. Yeah, I just think it's a much saner approach. You know, to reward you for... Oh, you little shit. To reward you for it rather than punish you for not doing it. I can't find any water anywhere, and I really better because I'm about to run out. They tell me to build here in a place with no water. I mean, is there a well in town somewhere? That would be helpful. Okay, we've got water. Sounds like a tutorial for the Oregon Trail game. You know, I never actually played Oregon Trail. I was of an age where, in essence, that was played only in schools. And I think I was out of school by the time it came into vogue. Well, at least out of, you know, elementary school, middle school, and high school. I think I was in college by the time it came out. It's available on the computer I had. I had an Apple II Plus. I've got a lot of water now. I could do with a snack, yes. How about a campfire? And now back to roofing. I need more materials. Still more, even. Closest tree. I could do with a drink of water. Really. I mean, the game is good. I'm enjoying the game so far. The game is nice. You should be getting that water message 1/10 as often as you do. It's just not fun. Constant interruption. I think I'm about to get another level in my wood chopping. Here it goes. No idea what that is. I was about to say maybe 20? It's 18. And they told me if I kept working on my wood, I'd never amount to anything. I'm pretty sure this is what they were talking about, right? I'm trying to figure out how to actually close it all off correctly. I've had this same problem in other games. What the shit? Can I, like, make a lamp? That'll help. Flooring, walls, roofing. So, what do we need? Not the valley. Medium. The small should be enough, I think. Maybe not. Maybe the medium? Yeah, this is always an issue. It has been for me anyway, is to get it to everything to fit correctly. That went the wrong way. See, I don't know if that's actually going to fit correctly because I can't actually see the sort of dimensions from where I'm standing. The water thing is really, really genuinely making me angry at the game. I had this exact same problem with Valheim, trying to get roofs to fit. See, I can't see shit because you don't have a camera unlock. This is exactly the kind of thing that just drives me away from some of the building elements in games. They make this part, this really simple part, incredibly fucking difficult. Open flames at a wood house? Yes. I'm sure it'll last at least until it burns down. We didn't even get wood or stone foundations, I should say. Yeah, I'm going to place a sloping roof. That's exactly what I'm going to try to do, is basically build stairs. Rams and pillars. Beams and pillars, sorry. Walls, flooring, decorations. You know, all these little extra nicks, you know, oh, we've got this and this, these different valleys and how about flat? Nightingale lets you make flat roofs. How about we try this? Nope. Okay. Build another one. Okay, I actually think this should work then. All right. I couldn't see the rotations to make it work. Medium, no, small. Looked like a peaked cap appeared briefly. Yeah, but it wasn't clear, and it just didn't feel like that was what it was actually making. I thought it was a 45. Toggle repair mode. Medium. Could have sworn it was a 45. No, not the medium. It was a small. Why won't it snap into place? This is just exactly the kind of stuff I was talking about. It looks like it should snap into place, but it won't. Is that the dragon again? Would you mind, dude? I'm trying to just get the basics here. Hey, I need a drink. Non-stop. Fucking non-stop bullshit. It is so frustrating. Was the medium 45? Okay, that should be that one. Okay, that worked. We'll rotate it. Wrong way. Nope, that one was wrong. Now I get to see if we can figure out how to remove an object. How do we unmake something? Don't know. Strangely enough, EverQuest seems a bit more advanced there. Your character automatically eats and drinks. Yeah, that's a good example. As long as you've got it in the inventory, socked away, you're fine. Chop, overhead chop, and evade. Toggle ghost mode. I have no idea what the fuck ghost mode. Place blueprints that you complete later. Toggle repair mode. Repair damaged and add materials. How do you unfucking make something? It's not the axe. B. Looking for the repair mode. Evidently, it's the repair mode. That's the ghost mode. Repair mode. Basic snapping. No, that's not correct either. You see, this is the basic stuff that should just work. It's not working. It's pissing me off a lot. Medium 45, hip roof. I'm pretty sure that's what those other things were. And that's yellow, which I assumed meant it was in place, but that's not correct. It's just, this should not have taken this freaking long. And now it doesn't think that it can build there. Why? I have no idea. It's blocked. Blocked by what? Are they fucking kidding? Now it's telling me I require more materials. Getting once human building vibes. Hey, Jukebox, how you doing? Actually, once humans is so much better. It is so much better. You know, I was really enjoying the game. It has one horrible annoyance, which is the needing to drink water about every 2 or 3 minutes manually. Is an incredibly irritating and stupid implementation. Stop moving. Also, apparently gravity does not apply to logs as they just keep rolling. But the building interface, oh, my stomach growls. I could use with a snack. So we'll eat 2 things berries. It's terrible. It is unforgivably bad that it shipped with this. It's not a big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal. It is fucking pissing me off. Senegal's suggestion that, you know, why not just do it the way they do it in EverQuest, where it auto eats and drinks. You socket your food, you socket your water, and you automatically consume it when you need to. That is the correct answer. Because this sure as hell is not the correct answer. How are you doing, Jukebox? I was really liking the game. Until it became, except for the water, until it came time to try and build a house. Which has turned into an incredible exercise in excruciation on its own. I have my house complete. I even have my own cow. Technically, it's not my cow. This is my house. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I need to build a bed to claim it. A bedroll. I've heard of dinner rolls. I've never heard of a bedroll. So, I have made my house. Yay! You know, in most games, what you want is when a player has completed something, a process that needs to get done, you want them to feel, well, to quote a really bad phrase, you want them to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. You want them to go, that was cool. All right. You don't want them to go, thank fuck that's done. Doing well in the middle of moving, so things are a tad stressful. I don't even want to think about ever moving. Ever again. That's about as stressful a thing as a human can do that doesn't involve somebody dying. Well, we have food. Campfire must not be covered by a roof. Are you shitting me? Evidently, they're not shitting me. Why can't I pick that up? Oh, I'm sorry. Indeed, it was a little spur of the moment, so that's adding some extra. Oh yeah, let's take something we hate to begin with and make it worse. What was second prize? Rune altar, crafting table. Crate for storage. Yes, please. Thank you. At least I assume it's for storage. The crafting table. So that I can, you know, craft. The rune altar, I think, can go outside. It doesn't add much to the ambiance, you know. Hey! What the... What the hell is with all of the goddamn domesticated livestock and everything having incredible attitude? Alright, we got the cow dead. I get epic music fighting a cow and a rat. Friend brought you this game, you haven't had a chance. Well, I will tell you that the amount of time you have to spend drinking water is ridiculous. The home building is not very intuitive outside of the basics. For some reason, so many of these games have problems with the roof. It shouldn't be that goddamn difficult. And yet, here we are. How about we put a campfire outside the house? You require more materials to build this. Okay, I require more materials. It's fine. More materials. It's fine. It's fine, really. It's fine. Base game system feels fine and good, and they needed another 3 months of polish before they went into early access. Because they got a lot of niggling little annoyances that really don't belong. You'd think after so many of these games the building would be figured out by now. At the very least, the way Nightingale does it. Nightingale offers flat goddamn roofs. If you just want to throw together, you know, a 3x3x3 cube with a roof, foundations, walls, roof, one door, it always works. But the same problems I had here, I have never been able to make at least my first house, Valheim, look as good as that one looks. And that one doesn't look good. And it caused me so much. I'll note that the animation here is not synced up. I will try to stay ahead of the whole water drinking thing. I just drank water. You stupid piece of crap. Really. It's just really bad. It's really, really... This is the sort of thing that they should hotfix. They should have hotfixed when this thing launched 2 weeks ago. It's simple. It's one number in a goddamn field somewhere. Literally. I used to program back in the mid-17th century. All right. There you go. What can I make? Let's see. We got wood and raw farm meat. That's the cow. More rat meat. Always delicious. I have a potato. I have no idea how I got the potato. Can I make some cabbages? Fried cabbage. Let's go. You were expecting the fire pit to require a foundation. That's not funny, okay? There's no need to be mean. Fried cabbage. Did you know cabbage is exactly the same actual thing as a Brussels sprout? All a Brussels sprout is a really small, not mature cabbage. That's actually factual. My throat feels dry. I could use another drink of water. How often are you seeing me do this? I'm drinking twice every time it springs it up now. My stomach could do with a snack. Of course it could. Sometimes I despair. And why can I not automatically pick up that log? I automatically picked up everything else that was in here. There's my crate. Okay, what can go in the crate? Small animal fang. It's a click and drag. Is this the, like, 15th century? Where we have to click and drag objects? Which reminds me I need to repair. How do I repair? Supposed to be able to repair. 88 out of 1200. Those are crafting. Is that repair? There we are. I repaired my stone logging axe. Go me. Stone dagger. I have a stone dagger. It does 7 to 12. My club does a lot more. That combo block. That is a plan for broken wooden a crate. And here we have a vestige for a threadbare grain sack. Grain sack. Okay, now we're talking. A plan for a keg barrel. Beer, I am hopeful. Tannery. I need coarse thread. I don't have that yet. A cooking pot. All right, so that can go in here as opposed to the one outside. Hey, my stomach growls. I could do with a snack. That is a bird's nest. Did I not make food? Animal hide scraps. I picked up the cabbage I made, didn't I? Fried cabbage. I'm going to eat an entire fried cabbage. The whole thing. Oh, look. I'm about to need more water again. Alright, what else can we make? Let's see. Sleep, storage, crafting. We got the campfire outside. We need a spinning wheel. We need flax. Just the flax, ma'am. Just the flax. Furnishings, no. Decoration. That's just general decorations, I guess. Basic materials. Barrel of stone. Literature. Standing book. Flying book. Open book. Tiles and stairs. Oh, that was what I should have built. Stairs outside. Triangular foundation. Medium square. All of these new foundations and stuff. But putting a roof on the goddamn building was a nightmare. I'm going to claim the bed. Lenses bedroll. Got all this open space, and yet I'm sleeping by myself. Story of my life. You know, I wrote a couple hundred pages of my autobiography, and I sent it to a publisher, and they weren't interested. That's the story of my life. But boom. Thank you. I'll be here all night. It's morning in America. Sorry. All right, where's the old man I need to talk to? Over there. And is this cow going to aggro on me too? Like the other one did? Does he have a beef with me? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I could, I just chose not to. Good, yes. You built a shelter.
Hello.
I mean, it could do with some work. Fuck you, man. We're going to be here a while. Have you considered the decor at all? I'm going to hit you so hard. Maybe some better lighting. Curtains. A single potted plant. No, you're right. It's not important. Why live it up when there's so much squalor to enjoy? I am going to hit him with my fucking hammer. Club thing. Anyway, look, we're set up here, but there's one of our number missing, young Cathin, an adventurer in training who came along with us. He disappeared after we got the lodestone working, vanished before you arrived. I'd like to track him down. To do that, I need to cast a locator spell. I'm missing just one ingredient, which I'll need from you. Antlers. No, my name isn't Antlers, it's Lens. Oh, you mean you need antlers. Got it. You can get them from a deer. Hunt one down and bring me the antlers. Then we'll get started. But first, take this. What did he give me? A tome of construction. There it is. I'm reading it. Eye of Oculus. Become the mystical Eye of Oculus and build structures easier. Oh, now he teaches me about the fact that you can have a free vision. Okay. We now know he's an illusion because I can't bludgeon him. Yeah, I already took all your crap. Take a look at the skills menu. My cooking is up to 4. My construction is up to 11. I can chop trees with the very best of them. And my murderation is also up there now. You've got to get good at your murderation. Oh, Rain, perfect. Smart guy like a drill instructor, never give the recruits live ammo until you're behind bulletproof glass and concrete. Right now, I would be much happier with a bazooka. It would be so much more rewarding. All right, we ate, and now, because it's going to tell me in a second about drinking again, really, the devs have got to wake the fuck up. I mean, that should have been fixed day one. There should have been a non-stop litany about why am I drinking every 90 seconds in game. That's not fun. I'm going to take down my makeshift ramp that doesn't exist in any actual physical world like that in the first place. A deer I needed. You know, a doe, a deer. Doesn't have to be a female deer. And apparently the cow antlers aren't good enough, despite the fact that cows have antlers. Like that one. I don't have a ranged weapon. Astral projection. Eye of Oculus. How am I going to catch one of those things? We've got goblins and big fucking rats. And I'm here with a club. Can I make anything better than this stupid club? Weapons. Not really. Armor. Not sure that's not what I'm already wearing. Bag of noggin. So basically no. Okay, yeah, those are the items I'm already wearing in the way of armor. That's the repair stuff. I repaired the only thing that was in need of it. In dire need of it. So I've got to track down a deer. And convince it to not run away. I'm not entirely sure how I do that. But I'm going to collect more water. And, you know, cabbages. Another level up, level 5 at mind the cooking stuff. We got some patates. We got some more patates. Those look like chickens or guinea fowls or something like that. The Temple Woods, power level 1. Well, this is where I started then, because I started in a level 1 area, power level 1 area. Ooh, what is that? It's glowy and blue, like a dungeon or something. A vault door. I could enter, but right now, I'm trying to find some deer antlers. Cabbage and potatoes. Well, okay. Is he going to run? He is going to run. Will he change his mind at some point? Face me, you coward! This is sort of what I was afraid was going to happen. Hey, my throat feels dry and I could use a drink of water. And note, I was, you can't see it, the indicator, the gauge is in the lower left. But I was out of the you need to drink water area and still getting the fucking message. How am I supposed to kill a goddamn deer? Can I try an astral projection? I have no target. Well, that is a target. I haven't had a chance to try it. We'll try it. Okay. Why does B have an exclamation point? It has an exclamation point as if there's something new. Is there anything new? Walls? Something in the walls? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, windows. I can make windows now. Well, if I can get close enough to one of the deer, I'm going to try the astral projection again. No, that's the Eye of Oculus. That's not what I wanted. That's the astral projection. Okay, I don't want to chop down the tree. I want to chop down the deer. It is running away at a pace that I cannot hope to match. Telling me no target, so the chickens or guinea fowls or whatever they are get spooked as soon as I projected. Well, it knows I mean it harm. I don't think this can hit anything except trees. You'll note the trees turn green when the reticle mouse is over them. He does not. Well, neither does the tree next to him. Stronger logging axe needed. So we've got this one I could chop down. That one I couldn't. Can't hit him. I have no idea how I am supposed to capture or kill a deer for the antlers. I can see my house from here. Almost. I mean, I honestly don't know. More food, more water. It's such a bad implementation. It's so dumb. It would be overstating it to say it's ruining the game. But it is one of the worst things in the game. By a considerable margin. Oh, we've got Goblin Son. I hope he learned his lesson and he won't try that again. You gonna try something now, you little shit? Got you any antlers yet? Not got the ingredients? I need you to hunt a deer and bring you the antlers. Deer are flighty creatures and easily spooked. Find it easier to hunt one if you craft yourself a bow of some kind. Deer are all over the bramble meat. Finding shouldn't be a problem. Just hunt one down. I checked and did not have a recipe for a bow. Let's find out if that has changed. No. I do not have a recipe for a bow. The Tome of Runecraft I do not expect will give me one. I don't think I have the spinning wheel yet because I don't have some of... I'm not reading a guide at all. I don't have the spinning wheel because there was something I didn't have access to. Flax. I found only 2 flax so far. No, that's fine, Sandoval. That's not a spoiler. And I can't make the tannery because I need bone and coarse thread. Presumably the thread is made on the spinning wheel. But I need flax for that. Now I'm assuming then the coarse thread is used to make thread for the bow. But I don't know what flax looks like in this game. I picked up 2 because I was running around and ran past some and just grabbed it because it popped up. The bone will come when you collect the antlers. Sandoval, I'm going to hit you so hard through the internet, you won't even notice. That's flax. Okay, flax is the light blue one. I need at least 1 more. Hey, my stomach could do with a snack. And more water, too. Why not? Hey, sure. It's an unending litany of eating and fucking drinking. Well, I've got enough flax. We'll make a spinning wheel. Maybe we can make thread. Maybe we can make a bow. Mind you, nobody's telling me any of this. In-game. Spinning wheel go round and round. Accepted items are flax and coarse animal fur. Makes coarse thread. And presumably leather then from the coarse animal fur. Okay. I assume it actually gave me the thread. Oh, I don't see it anywhere. We did get a goblin pack. It had some mats. What was it? The other thing it could use? Coarse animal fur. Of course, animal fur. That's making coarse thread. Processing. Come back later. No, I'm going to wait. Weapons have been added. Hey, what do you know? Bow, battle staff, melee with battle staff? Does rune damage. 1.9 times rune damage. I am more interested in magic, I must admit. Arrow damage. Did I get a recipe for, I don't know, arrows as well? I don't see one. Maybe you don't have to make arrows. That would be nice. I do need 3 more wood. I'm going to drink some more water. We got new things we can build. In the decorations. My name is Ash, Tree, and I am a slave. Old guy music reference. Music reference, movie reference. What the hell am I talking about? My brain. It's turning into Cheese Whiz. Stop rolling away, you little bastard. Look. A log will roll downhill. But if you stop... I'm being hunted? Holy shit! I am a dead man. Leveled up, but I didn't get a whole shitload of hit points for that. Is that all of them? Not like I need more to attack me. That would be more than enough right there. Yeah, a shift in the feel for the game. Well, not only being hunted, but having essentially no time to go, what? And look around and, like, pull out my weapons. Cannot say I'm a fan. I did a real quick check around just to see if the game was considered to be playable solo, because I know co-op was part of the deal. And someone did talk about, you know, basically waking up to find that their house had been destroyed in the middle of the night by a goblin attack, and they'd slept through it. So. A bow. I have crafted a bow. Let's open up the goblin packs. Rune essence. Some runes. And rune essence. I'm going to grab a quick nap. Darkness is banished by the dawn. Hey, my stomach is growling and I could use a snack. Hey, my frustration level is peaking and I could use you guys to fix your fucking game. Alright, now we're going to see if we can kill a deer. I have no arrows. So, I have to make arrows, but I don't see any. Yep, I have aim. I have no fucking arrows. And no way to make them. You can make a bow, but you can't make arrows. They're just fucking with me now. There's no reason a tannery should be able to make it. Tools, weapons. You know, it's about that time for me to call it an evening, and I have to say, I like the bones in the game. Seems to be fun, entertaining. The frustrations in it are extraordinarily real. The constant eating and drinking, the implementation is terrible. Senegal had a perfect solution. Just give us a box where we can drag food and drink into, and we automatically eat and drink. That's a perfect solution to an utter bullshit system. The building was also really annoying. To build the roof and get it to fit and at least seemingly function is terribly implemented, no different than it is in Valheim. And you'd think, what, 4 years after Valheim? 5? Something like that? That's the sort of problem that would have been fixed, but evidently, no. And now here, well, they don't tell you. They tell you you need to kill a deer. And then you talk to them and they tell them, well, you probably need a bow. You don't have anything for making a bow. You don't have the instructions for making a bow. You don't know how to make a bow until you have Senegal suggest, have you tried making a spinning wheel? Because evidently you need a spinning wheel to make thread, to make the string for the bow. But it doesn't tell you you need thread. It doesn't tell you how to make a bow. It doesn't tell you you know how to make a bow except for the thread, the line, the bowstring. I shouldn't be guessing.
Mm-hmm.
See, he's telling me make a bow of some kind. Well, now I can make the bow, but I can't make the arrows. And I don't know what thing I'm not doing. I have no clue as to what I'm supposed to use to make an arrow. Arrows don't show up here in the crafting table anywhere. The spinning wheel has flax and coarse animal fur. The only things I can build is the rune altar, the spinning wheel, the tannery. Now, is the tannery going to give me something for making arrows? Like, I don't know, something with the feathers? Who knows? But nothing else applies. I shouldn't be taking wild stabs in the dark to figure out what's going on. Are you going to keep coming? Well, I got one whack in on him. I hope he learned his lesson. I'm going to kill a chicken and see if I can get feathers and maybe I can make... I got feathers. That's the dragon again. What the hell was that? You like dropping schmutz all over the place? Yeah, he's dropping glowing green schmutz. Hey, I live here, dude. Oh, he's hawking lungers on my goddamn house. That's just not cool. And my guess was right. I needed feathers to be able to make to make arrows. Fang arrows or stone arrows. You know, in this particular case, that's going to work. But why would I know that to work? It doesn't make any sense to me that you need the spinning wheel, to make the bowstring necessarily. But you did. And you need to kill the guinea fowl chicken things to get feathers to make the arrows. That one's kind of logical, but I don't feel either one is actually logical. And there's no reason that you couldn't just, give us hints, something, but you don't. So I'm going to call it here for the evening. My frustrations with the game are significant, and I think real and justified. I think it is the start of a good game. But my frustrations have outweighed the good in the game right now. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. I expect I'm going to take tomorrow off because I am enjoying the fruits of the grain. But I will be back at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. On Friday, probably going back to Last Epoch to kill some more bad guys. I do want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging around, putting up with my bullshit, my frustrations, my rage, my burning, seething, roiling, volcanic rage. I'm back in 2 days. I hope the rest of your night goes awesome. I hope you can swiftly get into your Friday evening and the start of your weekend. I'm back on Friday, usual time, usual place. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, and ciao for now.